Hi, I'm Chef Craig here at Keiser University's Center for Culinary Arts at the Sarasota campus. Today I'm going to be talking to you about your knife kit and some of the basic tools that you'll be using as a chef in training on a daily basis. The first one is our chef's knife. This is a forged knife, and what that means is the blade is one solid piece of metal that extends all the way down through the handle. Makes the knife stronger and more stable for use. This knife is a general purpose knife. It can be used for big jobs, smaller jobs. You can cut meat, vegetables, fruit, use it for all of your knife cuts. It's a really, really handy, versatile knife. So now let's say you want to do a smaller job or some detail work. You would want to use your paring knife. Same idea, same forged blade for strength, except it's a lot smaller, so you have better control to do fine detail work. So for example, if you wanted to do fruit carving or if you wanted to make orange supremes, that would be a good choice. Next, you have your boning knife or your fillet knife. Looks similar to your chef's knife, but if you look closely, you'll see the blade is actually flexible. And the reason for this is so that when you're skinning fish, deboning fish, boning meat, breaking down any kind of protein, the blade can flex so that you can use the bones as your guide and get a nice clean cut and get as much usable product off of the meat as possible. Our next knife is a serrated knife, also known as a bread knife. It's just a long knife with small teeth used mostly for bread items. It allows you to cut through the bread without decreasing the quality of the bread by flattening the bread. It lets you somewhat saw at the bread and get a nice straight cut through it without, deflating it or shrinking it down. The difference between this knife and some of your others is that with the teeth on it, you wouldn't sharpen this like you would your regular knives. Our next knife looks very similar. However, it's not. This is your carving knife, and if you notice, it has notches in the side of the blades. It doesn't look very sharp, but it is. This knife is made mainly for cutting large pieces of meat, and those grooves in the blade allow you to, when slicing large roasts and large pieces of meat, allow you to make nice slices and have them fall right apart. Makes for nice presentation. Our next knife is a tournée knife. This is used for making a classical knife cut, our tournée, which you may have seen demonstrated on another one of our videos on our YouTube channel. Next is our Parisian Scoop, also known as a melon baller. This is basically a double-sided scoop or spoon that has a sharp edge around the sides that can be used to make spheres, small or large spheres. Lots of times people think it's just for use with fruit, but it can actually be used to make nice garnishes out of vegetables and other items as well. We also have what's called a channel knife. This is a tool with a sharp little groove in the center that allows you to hollow out things like, for example, a zucchini. If you wanted to do a zucchini boat, you could hollow out the center of your zucchini to make stuffed zucchini. Finally, our most important tool in the kitchen, in my opinion, is the thermometer. Our thermometers are a really, really important thing to use on a daily basis because it's the only way to ensure that your food is safe to be served, that we've cooked it to the proper internal temperature. We calibrate them every day using either the boiling point method or the ice point method, which you'll learn about later. That's all. Thank you so much for visiting us today.